Dear students, I am Sobha Bansiwal, Assistant Professor English, SPC Government College Beam. Today I am going to explain the poem As You Like as the Waves by William Shakespeare. Um, it is in the course of B.A. Part 1st English Literature Paper 1st. This poem is a sonnet in which William Shakespeare expresses his admiration for his friend uh, uh, and unidentified Mr. W.H. Uh, I read the text and explain the poem line to line. Like as the waves make towards the pebble shore, so do our minutes hasten to their end. In each changing place with that which goes before, in sequent toil, all forwards do contend. Uh, in this poem, William Shakespeare um, says that everything is destroyed by the power of time, but his praise of his friend will stand the cruel hands of time. So then in this stanza, like as the waves make towards the pebble shore, so do our minutes hasten to their end. In this stanza, William Shakespeare says that just as waves rushes towards uh, the shore which is pebbled, the waves, just as rushes waves rush towards the shore. In the same way, our life, our our life is moving towards death. Means so here minutes here means the growing age of person and life of person is moving towards its death. Each changing place with that which goes before, in sequent toil all forwards do contend. Just as sunlight falls on uh, plants and trees and whatever, and this shadow moves forward during the day. In the same way, the life of human beings is moving forward, and it goes towards its end, its death. In sequent nativity, once in the main of light, crawls to maturity, where with being crowned, crooked eclipses against his glory fight. And time that gave doth now his gift confound. Here the poet says that nativity once in the main of light. Nativity here means birth time. The human beings enjoy the sunshine of their life in their childhood and in their young age, close to maturity. Nativity here means the beginning years of life. The human beings enjoy um, happiness, and the human beings enjoy the happiness of their life during their childhood and during their maturity, and means they enjoy their childhood, and then they become mature and they enjoy the happiness of their life, and then their life crawls means uh, to crawl on here I mean nativity once in the main of light, crawls to maturity, where being crowned, crooked eclipses against his glorified. Here the poet wants to say that the human beings enjoy the happiness during their childhood days and during their young young age and their and and they reach they move towards maturity, means uh, they enjoy the happiness of their life during their childhood days and during their youth, and they become mature. And after being mature, their life moves towards death, and crooked eclipses against his glorified, means they have to face the many misfortunes and difficulties, and and they have to struggle for their life, and they move towards death. And time that gave death now his gift confound, and time which gave human beings the gifts of many gifts of during their lifetime, um, this same time takes away those gifts, means a human being enjoys the happiness of and all the gifts given by God during their childhood and during their young age and during their maturity. But after that, when they begin to become old, and all the happiness which has God given to them is taken again from them. Time doth transfix the flourish sat on youth, and dares the parallels in beauty's brow, feeds on the rarities of nature's truth, and nothing stands but for his sky to mouth. Time doth transfix the flourish sat on youth. Uh, Time makes influence on youth and on beauty, just as nothing stands before the cruel hands of time. Time destroys everything. Um, a person who may be beautiful in his young age, but during their maturity and when he begins to become old, his beauty, time destroys his beauty. Um, Time due to old age, there becomes wrinkles on their face, and they are not as beautiful as they were in their young age or their youth. So nothing stands before the cruel hands of time. Here skite means a weapon which is used for to cut something. So time cuts everything. Times destroys everything. Whether a person who may be beautiful and young, but both beauty and youth don't remain forever. Time destroys youth and beauty. And yet, to to time in hope, my verse shall stand, praising thy worth despite his cruel hand. Here, the poet, in these two lines, the poet praises his friend, Mr. W.H. He says that, but poet himself will always keep hope in his heart, and he says that his friend will remain immortal forever in his poems, the poems in which he is praising his friend Mr. W.H. So he says that even time's cruel hand will not be able to destroy the immortality of his friend, which will be created due to his admiration of his friend in the in his poem. So this poem is a sonnet which is written by William Shakespeare, and there in Shakespearean sonnet there are three stanzas of 4 lines, which is called quatrain. Quatrain means a stanza which has 4 lines. So there are three quatrains and a couplet. Couplet is a set of 2 lines which rhyme together. In Shakespearean sonnet, Shakespeare explains a situation in all the 3 stanzas, and in the 4th stanza he gives conclusion of his poem. The the rhyme scheme of this poem is A B A B C D C D E F E F G G. So, thank you.